Hello, and welcome to Sitter's Baked Goods. Today we're going to be making lemon curd for the cheesecake lemon squares. This is a little bit different than just plain old lemon curd. I add in a cornstarch slurry to thicken it up, but nevertheless, let's get started. We're going to put all the butter in with the sugar, the lemon juice, and a little bit of salt, and I mean a lot of sugar. And what we're going to do is we're going to melt the butter over some boiling water, and then once all the butter's melted, we'll add in eggs. So we're just going to add in a little bit of salt, a lot of sugar, a lot of butter, a lot of lemon juice. We're making a huge batch here. Huge batch. More than I normally do, but I had a lot of lemons, so you do what you do. So put that on some water that's boiling. This will heat it slowly so that you don't ever burn it. And while that's going, I'm gonna crack a bunch of eggs. Just like so. Of course, the recipe will be in the description below. Make sure you pull out your extra arms to mix the eggs together while you make sure the butter doesn't burn. Just like this. You just have to break up the eggs to like scrambled eggs so that it doesn't cook in your lemon water, sugar, and all that stuff. Once all the butter's melted, we're going to add in all the eggs and then slowly let it thicken up. It kind of makes a custard. Because I have such a huge batch, I have to put it into the pots, which is super dangerous. If you are making a small batch, for example, if you're just using like 2 eggs or and a little bit of butter, a little bit of lemon, all that, you can just do it in your pot over the boiling water and it'll be perfectly fine. However, because I have so much, I definitely have to put it in here or it will take hours. Even when I put it in here, it will take an extra hour or two. But it's very dangerous. So again, you're making a small batch at home, use it over the boiling water. Way safer. I have to make sure these are always being stirred or it will make scrambled eggs on the bottom. So now that it's slowly thickening up, you can start to see that it's not a liquid anymore. Well, it's still a liquid, but like thick liquid. We're almost getting to the yogurt consistency. We're just going to go a bit further than this, and then we're going to add in our slurry. So, now I'm at this stage, just a little bit past, I'm going to add in the slurry. Make sure it's nice and mixed up. All it is cornstarch and water. Get all of that in there. And then stir it up. While you're stirring, make sure that it boils. If it doesn't boil, you'll get a starchy taste and it will just be gross. And now you have to stir a lot because parts will thicken and other parts won't. So you need to keep mixing so that it thickens everywhere. Once it's thickened to about this consistency, you want to pour it into a strainer because the connective tissue of the yolk and the whites never mixes in properly and always will just be in there, and you don't want that because it's gross and people don't like that. And then we're just going to press it through. So that piece won't go through the strainer and all the rest will. So you just keep pressing it through, keep pressing it through. And because I had so many eggs, look at all that extra stuff that cooked. If you cook your eggs by accident by putting it too hot, you'll get way more of this as well. So again, be very careful not to overcook. Make sure you get all of that curd in there. You don't want to waste anything. Perfect. And then just throw this out. You don't need it. It's gross and no one's going to eat it. Just toss it. So once you get all of it together, wrap it nicely. Make sure that the wrapping touches it because this is still hot, but we need it to cool down. If you just wrap over top of it, it will still be steaming and all the water will go back into it and like have a layer of water on top, which is gross and can make it go bad. But if you press it straight to the curd, that won't happen. And it cools nice and perfectly in the fridge. After that, I'm just going to pour it into jars. I forgot to do that, like video it, so I'm sorry about that. But this is how they turned out. I made a lot. Normally I only make 3 liters, but I made an extra 1.5 liters, which is a bit ridiculous, but hey, it was fun. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. I even have my own website. Thank you, and have a nice day. And don't forget, you can use this for all sorts of things. And the recipe will be in the description below. Thank you.